Welcome back to Good Day. So how tough is the stuff you have? Your kids' toys, for example. Well, they probably don't last like they used to, right?
You know, it seems some time ago, toys, appliances, cars, and more were made one way. They were made built to last, right? Well, you can find built to last toys this weekend and take a little trip down memory lane as well.
Yeah, Bill Swope joins us from the Power of Yesteryear Club in Wood County with a big show with something for everyone this weekend.
Good morning.
So,
good morning. Thank you.
You have brought in this morning some really cool things, and this weekend, folks will be able to come out to Bowling Green and experience some of this, maybe buy, sell, trade a little bit of these things.
That's true. Largely, it will be a display, but there will also be some vendors that will be appearing for the show this weekend. And I just brought a sampling of some of the items that people might see, the types of items.
Yeah, let's take a look through this. This looks like a very old calendar.
It is. It's from a local dealership in North Baltimore, and it's a 1949 calendar.
Wow.
And it's actually got the original envelope with it that's behind the calendar.
Oh, wow. So, you know, these collectibles, talk a little bit about what's so appealing about them.
I think it's just most of us who collect the antique tractor stuff, we've been involved with farming all of our lives, and we just really enjoy the hobby of antique tractor collecting.
Yeah, collecting is a true hobby, and it's nice to find those gems at times too. So how old are some of these things that will be on display?
There will be some recent items, such as the toy tractor.
The little toy tractor we were just showing.
But the oil can is close to 100 years old there, and many of the items are, most all of these items are at least 60 to 70 years old.
You talk about built to last.
Yeah, yeah. It just reminds me of the Tin Man. Oil, right? Yeah. So how long have you been collecting?
Almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years. And where do you put all this?
It is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it at the farm, I have it at the house, I have it a number of different places.
Yeah, so you were telling me, so you collect these toys, but you only collect them if you actually have it?
I try to collect just the toys to the tractors that I actually have, the full-size tractors in my collection.
Oh, wow. Cool. How cool is that to be able to stack the big one up against the little one, right?
I don't know. I guess it is.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a nice thing that I try to do. I am more into the memorabilia, and I'm more into International Harvester than I am anything else, but we certainly appreciate all of the brands that are out there.
Will folks be able to see any of those real-life tractors down in BG?
That's, with the weather forecast this weekend,
yeah.
Probably not. Okay. Most of the people have decided or elected not to bring their tractors in, but we should have the barn full of toys and memorabilia.
And what is there a cost here for people to get in?
It's free. It's open to the public. We are going to be on the grounds of the Historical Construction Equipment Association, and they are going to open up their museum for the weekend, so people can go in and see that also, and that's also free. It's located on Liberty High Road, just west of Bowling Green, but Liberty High was closed yesterday. However, if you enter from the south, you can get to the grounds.
Okay.
And collectors are always looking, I mentioned earlier, for that gem. Is there anything in particular that folks are looking for right now that will be on display, or does it just vary from what you see?
Person to person.
Yeah, it varies so much from person to person because it depends on the brand of item that, you know, the make of item that you collect. As I said, I'm largely International Harvester. I have brought some seed corn stuff because seed corn items are very, very popular with collectors, but certainly it's going to depend upon the brand that they are interested in.
Is this a rain gauge here?
It is a rain gauge, yes.
And how old is something like this?
Oh, I would guess that's probably in the 70s.
70s.
Yeah.
Got the job done, though,
more
right?
recent items.
Absolutely. So a lot of folks, they put these things on display. They're able to show them off. Nice conversation pieces. How did you really get involved in all of this?
Well, as I said, I grew up on the farm. I just got involved with the Antique Tractor Club. And quite frankly, it is all about the people more than anything else. I mean, it's a people organization. You really make those connections, and so that's what we enjoy.
I imagine people are going to come out and say, oh, I remember this, or you know, it's one of those types of shows or events where people just, it really takes them back. And how special is that for you?
Yeah, we do get a lot of that, and we really appreciate that, because particularly when you see someone come through who's been maybe removed from the farm for a number of years, and they come back, and then this just brings back memories that they're really fond of. And usually it's generational, grandparents, that type of thing.
Yes, wonderful. They could bring the whole family.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then some. Very good.
absolutely.
Tell us again when and where this is happening.
It's happening in Bowling Green, Ohio. It's at, on Liberty High Road, and it's at the Historical Construction Equipment Association grounds. And we'd welcome everybody to come out and see what we have to offer.
This Sunday, 9 to 3.
Saturday
Saturday.
and
Yes,
Sunday,
okay.
and we're doing it 9 to 4 on Saturday and 9 to 3 on Sunday.
Very good. All
sounds
right.
good.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you
joining
for
us
having
today
me.
and for giving us a look at these really interesting things.
Historical
right?
pieces
Very
here.
cool.
Love that.